Dennis and I were going to get together and do an event at CSUN with Cal State Northridge out here. Little backstory, my mother graduated CSUN with a degree in Chicano studies. So that's all you need to know about my mom and possibly CSUN.
Never has a thesis been so confirmed so rapidly. We were going to do an event, you and I.
And we've done events there before.
And we've done before. And if the subject was essentially what is happening at our universities in terms of intellectual openness, et cetera, et cetera. They had fully approved you and me being there. They then canceled it because of the topic.
It doesn't bother me for me. It bothers me for this beloved country of mine. It bothers me for the young people who are being deprived of anything that could open their minds.
So I have a vision of us as people, as human beings, that is interested not in what is different among us, but what is the same, okay? So I believe even though I'm not like you in the sense of my superficial appearance, that I can sit down and talk to you and understand your predicament. That I can listen to you. If that's not true, if you deny that, then what is the reason that you asked to be heard? Yes, thank you.
What you did was create space for violence to happen.
That I disagree with. I disagree.
It's not a debate.
I am sick looking at you. I am disgusted watching Alex argue with you. You were not listening. You were disgusting. And now I want your job to be taken from you.
People who have a great sterling reputation at Yale said, you know, you're old enough to decide what Halloween costume you should use. And for that, it almost causes a riot at Yale. And that's Yale.
And I know last year on Halloween, you won as Kevin Hart, and that caused, you don't know who Kevin Hart is.
Well, I do vaguely, but the point is, it's cultural appropriation no matter what.
That is correct.
We're on the way to the airport, which is where I do much of my life, the airport. You know, I go to all sorts of campuses from Berkeley to Columbia and everything in between. So, you know, my hope is it's Wyoming. It's a pretty conservative state. All will be peaceful and tranquil.
It all began when students invited a special guest to speak about socialism.
Yeah, that's right, Aaron. We were on campus tonight as hundreds lined up to see Dennis Prager speak about his views. But before he even arrived to campus, other students who did not agree tried to stop his appearance.
We're essentially here because we don't agree with Mr. Prager's views at all. He has said many hurtful things and hateful rhetoric towards underrepresented communities, of which Wyoming has many beautiful, diverse communities.
In the case of the University of Wyoming, it was precious. Dennis Prager noted, which was a compliment, noted bigot, racist, homophobe, sexist, Islamophobe, and anti-Semite. I swear to God. So word got out to the person who clearly knew me well. It's probably worth dropping anti-Semite. The guy is a well-known Jew, written books on Judaism, etc. So they dropped that. Without a word of apology, needless to say, they just dropped it, but everything else remained.
It's ironic that, you know, the Los Angeles Times would call you bigoted, because what you do is the opposite of bigoted, which is, I don't care who's listening, I will simply speak the truth as I know it to you, versus a version that is meant for this color and that group and the LGBT community. Dennis is the most decent, moral person I've ever met, and thus he does not have this animus in his heart, so he's able to be free to piss everyone off.